I want to make myself very clear to Yellow Breezy and the Justice Department. I don't work for nobody, but let me tell you what I want you to know. Nobody's paying me, Yellow Breezy in Dallas. I want you to know something. This between me and Texas businesses and Texas, what that is, Texas Job Corps, that my teacher and them always believed in me and knew Miss Smith. And they never gave up on me. And since Governor Abbott and the Texas want to complain about something, I'm coming to get back what's mine and focus on growth and education. I'm always independent, and I have always lived, and this time we setting the ball. I want to let Yellow Breezy, you can go to hell, and this has nothing to do with you. You want for money, I asked for something. And this is there's not going to be a one-time payment. Since Donald Trump put me in this situation, it's not going to be a one-time payment. And one-time critical payment. I want this to be $4,000. And I'm sorry that I got to put because the enemy will hose and leech you. But I see you. I see you when you want to listen to niggas. But I want to say this. I asked for something. It can be $3,000 and $4,000. I asked for something. Trump put me in this situation. I asked for something. It's nothing to do with Yellow Breezy. It's nothing to do with them. They had their chance, and they complain about their tax dollar when they had their chance. There's nothing to do. And that intimidation gonna get you. There's nothing to do with them. This is a one-time. There's not just a $4,000 for life. $4,000 for life. I deserve it. The community and society might don't, but God said I deserve it in the spirit. We're about to catch up on life. We ain't out to take it out on anybody. But our enemy gonna try to stop us because they think life has not been given to them. God said you got gifts and you play with your gifts. But God said, I will rise them up. The same gifts that you take for granted, I will give to the ones that cry for change, that cry for the ability that you have. I would awaken their power. You know, Marvel is my favorite thing. And when his sister, and when he needed his hammer brain as back, his dad told him in Dawn the Dark World, the hammer never was the source of your power. I just gave you that hammer to control it. And his sister said, what you the God of her? I am lightning. That Dawn is my favorite character in the Marvel universe. I love Marvel. I love Marvel. Marvel, but when he was pounding and doing this, and he needed his hammer, and his dad even told him with his sister, it never was your power. I gave you that hammer to control it, to understand the power. I'm a big Marvel fan. But this ain't nothing to do with anybody else. I want you to stay out of my way. This ain't nothing to do with you. And I'm going to tell you one more time, Dallas, fake lying ass, and Yellow Breezy, stay the fuck out of my way. And businesses that care about themselves, don't fuck with my income. Don't fuck with my income. And we don't agree. Women, don't come and fuck with my money and you're a selfish ass woman and listen to the streets. Don't come and fuck with things where you have no problem and you got niggas in your ear. Don't come and fuck with my income. There's nothing to do with hip hop. We're about to make up for the time that we lost, and we ain't about to take it out on the world. I asked for something, and since Trump put me through this, and he was in office, and he didn't want to hear me out, and he wanted to hear them out. We ain't sacrificing for you. We ain't doing this way. But Yellow Breezy and Dallas, stay the fuck out my business. That don't concern you in school. We are working our way up from the ground up, God, and we are rebuilding and restructuring. But that don't mean I owe something. And every woman trying to get in my pocket, when you don't need me, I don't need you. And I have showed that a black woman in different parts, and she in Texas, baby, we gonna do this without them. I have showed my personality. I have did many things when I took drama. But they think they're entitled when they listening to other women. God said, I see you. I see you. But we are doing things different. God said, you don't love me like you say you love me. You love the money of me. But let me tell you what we're about to do. We're about to grow. We're about to work on it. We are not about to I'm not taking it out on the world. I told the Justice Department, Ms. Christian, I told them when I was in the mall in 2019, they act like they scared of us, but they the one that's being racist towards us, and they trying to, in that Galleria Mall, they act like they scared of us, but they the one that's being racist towards us and don't want to understand us. That don't want to understand us. You know they say the mob gonna get their point across. But God say, I'm gonna get my point across. God said when I walked away from Texas, when I walked away, the people are gonna the church is gonna try to keep God. They're gonna try to use God's name in vain and act like they with me and they not with me. But God said when you leave Texas, you take the spirit of me with you. The people are still gonna go against you, no matter what. But God said, I want you to know, when you leave with me, you take the spirit with me. You take my spirit with me. When you leave with me. It doesn't matter what the people say. It doesn't matter what the churches say. But God said, I wanted to let you know, when you walk off from the lie and this and that, you take the spirit. I see a lot of jealousy in the spirit of the gas station. At 7-Eleven. You take the spirit of me with you. Let them say what they want. Let them use my name for profit and gain. And God say, you mean so much to me than anything else. The love of me is so much greater. You not making it by that, but we're not going to act like we don't have a problem and you got to live. You have to be independent, you got to live. You want growth, but you got to live. And that's what we must understand. God said, they depend on money. I understand what you want, Hubert. But God said, I need you to put yourself out there Because if you close yourself off, they think negative. They think when you want something so much greater, they won't understand that. When you want something so much greater than that. But God said it's going to take time. It's taking time. I have never, ever, I never stayed with my mama in a certain point of time. I have always lived in an apartment. People that, Kevion and Marissa and everybody that knows me and my cousins, they have always known in Carrollton, Texas, I had places. Samantha, the people, Angelica, everybody I work with know that I had places. But this is so much more. We are making up for what we need to make up for. No weapon shall form against me. I told the Justice Department and I told the Civil Rights, Jim Jones and the gang, they don't love me no more. And the gang said something. The niggas with the money ain't scared. The person that believes in God ain't scared. You got God in the back of that dollar. That's why, right? But God say you can team up on me, and that's the bigger goal when we can't come to agreement. And you're doing it right now. God said you willing to let the same thing happen. And that's why I come into the spirit of the person that believes in me, and I don't have to move the spirit all the way out the body. Those things, I never understand those things, and we got those things are where things at. God say, if I was on this earth again and your daughter kissed me on my cheek, would you judge me? If they love me, would you judge me the same? God say, the question is, if your daughter kissed me and hugged me, would you judge me? You don't believe in God. You don't believe in me, Jesus. And God say, would you judge me? They say they love Boosie like Tupac, but who gonna love me like God? But God say, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna die for you once again. One day I might come in earth. Look how you treat my child. And one day I might come. God say, can I come back one day in my body? Can God and Jesus say, can I come back one day in my body? Can I come back one day in my body? Trust has been broken. You communities might don't understand that. Trust has been broken by God. And the American people broke God's trust. And Dallas people have broke God's trust. And I see the dude watching my social media. I see the spirit behavior of everyone. They have broken God's trust. And they're watching. God said the trust has been broken. It's good with family. But this dude gonna tell me, I want my money. Everybody want me to forgive, talking low. I want my money. It's not about forgiving and going to, I want my money. I want my money that you gave to MO3 and Yellow Breezy and Trap Boy Freddy and them lying the guys whispering his words at the gas station. Drake talked about me. But don't worry about it. God said, we don't have us, we don't move. I told my bitch I'm gonna prove that I got cash, so I won't move. I'm at the top of my grind. I make the money bruise. Believe that. I'ma act a fool. I'm a bad dude with some bad rules, and I can't snooze. I'm a real nigga. I stay with real money. I kill a bitch if he trying to come and take it from me. He better stop fronting, and I'ma start stunting. We over here hustling, money go get 'em. I'm from Chopper City, the chopper's gonna split you. Don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. Duffel bag boy, no competition. This is Young Prophet, and this is what you missing. Go to Lil Diamond, talk is cheap. Mirza Cavalier, they can't ruin. People been trying to ruin me for years, and they can never ruin me. They ruined God. God said, they tried to ruin you like they ruined God, and they can't ruin me. God say, we are still standing. God said, I want you to tell the White House. I want you to tell the White House. And we want to put it, we can do this on every American business. We want to put the American torch. And God say on the White House and the American, the White House torch, the American torch, and the business American torch, that means God never died. That flame, we keep that flame lit on every American business. We keep that. We are going to create an American torch on the American business, on the White House, and that American torch on. We just not going to do it once a year like the Special Olympics. God say we are going to keep the rotation going, because God say we are living and he have not died. So God said, that put that American torch on the White House and on American business. And that thing must stay lit because we have not died. It must stay lit. You know, God say to my enemies, I hear them cooking dirt up on my name, but I can cook them up like detergent on the stain. Respect my mind and respect my grind. America is going to the bank when it's cashing time. God said your brothers, the people that came out the womb you grew up with, you must keep in order. Other people don't know how to show love. They lie to us and act like they want us. The Texas businesses act like they want us and they fake their love for us. Governor Abbott, I told Governor Abbott, I've been working since 14. I was in middle school, then I went to Newman Smith. And your job, right where there's Creekview at, they got a Walmart there. They had an Albertsons there. And the guy, racism, hung up in my face at Albertsons that didn't want to listen to me. God say, when jobs treat us bad, you want us to bend? I still have a lot to learn. And you in my way of my progress. Now, you in my way of my progress. A person gonna tell you, I'm in Atlanta, you gonna wind up being alone. You know why I'm gonna be alone? A woman so much following y'all niggas and they can't follow they self. They so much wanna be validated. That's why I'm gonna be alone, but I'm not alone now. You know, people been telling me, are you ever gonna find somebody die in a conda? And they wish death on me. There's a girl named Shelly with the mirror. They wish death upon me. I want to tell a woman something. The problem I have with Shelly, she willing to do something for Demir, to do something, the nigga that she fucked, and all the rest of her roles. But when we get in a relationship, they want to act different towards me, right? That's why I don't respect about Shelly. You want to act different about me, but you willing to act like you a bad girl, and you willing to do stuff. But when it comes to me, when you fucking me, it's a different story. You want to act all something. I don't get about these women. I don't get about these women that's in my presence. Fake ass shit with a great. I don't forget about them when they in my presence. I want you to stay out of my business. You are in my business, Texas, because you don't want to wake up. And Governor Abbott still allowing you. We are done. We are done with the bullshit. I am walking away. And God say, they might have my name and making profit, but God say, you have my spirit in you. Even if you admit it, they will still try to stone you and crucify you for it because of their belief or what they don't believe and what they stand for. They will try to, or in Dallas County, try to tell you it's a spirit realm. God said, I got your spirit, your body waiting on you, your former body waiting on you. God said, we are done with the nonsense. We are done with it. My enemy think they can hide from me and act normal. God say to people that did me wrong, they think they can act normal and take Yellow Breeze's side. They think they can act normal. And they looking at me. I see the body motions at the gas station. They looking at me. They think they can act normal. And everybody that listening to Yellow Breezy and Trap Boy Freddie and them. I want my money. When Drake talked, and they ain't dumb how to make lies. You know, the prosecutor tried to play me today. No, don't do that. But let me tell you something. If I lose on the trial date, God say, that is racism. Because of the community behavior. Now the Justice Department is going to catch on to that. Let me tell you, God say, you always catch on to something. When your lawyer ain't right, you supposed to catch on. See, Miss West, when I told her to go say something, I know she wasn't on my side. She didn't do what I told her to do, and I know it was going to be a problem. She wanted to so control that. You my lawyer. I need you to go in there and trust in me and God and go in there to tell that prosecutor and that judge say. And I told him, if you don't take care of if you don't take care of that lying-ass mayor and Yellow Breezy and Trap Boy Fred and them, I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to get the U.S. Marshal and other people from Washington to take care of it for you. And she defined it. That's how she not on my side. And she kept doing it. And she kept lying to me. They already know who I am already. Yellow Breeze has been lying to you. A fiction. When Drake said, we didn't hear that much about you. Trump decided to start this when the community want to hear their point of views and they want to attack because they got a racist problem. but they not trying to understand God and us. They not trying to understand them, but they want their point of views. God said, there's one way we can win this battle. And they talking about Trump, and they talking about the tax dollars. They wanted Trump talked about Social Security. There's one way we can win this battle. Everybody in voting, I can file a racial complaint about it. Since Trump mixed the tax dollars up with that on every voting thing, I can look up every voting. And we're going to actually do that. I'm going to find one Dallas voter building when I get home. And I'm going to file a racial complaint about the situation, who voting for Trump and the tax. I don't got a problem with Trump, but when Trump talk about tax dollars and to talk about people that are not willing to change and business, I told Dick Miller, you don't know about honesty. When your Walmart employee, that Mexican with that black girl and that white Russell, and I told him I wanted to hear me one more time. I wanted to hear me one more time. You dummy when you retarded, and fuck New Orleans. Hey, I told Dick Miller, I told the Justice Department, I wanted him to hear me one more time. I wanted Doug Miller to hear me. I wanted him to hear me. And I told him what was said at 12:16 with Renee. Hey, he ain't dumb. He gonna talk about, I don't know. Hey, Russell, God say, Russell and Renee and that black tomboy that worked at Amazon and tried to act like a nigga that watched me in there. I don't like niggas and fuck New Orleans and you dumb and retarded, right? You see, he said if you to get what you want, we want honesty. Can your employees be honest even when they not remember? Even when they not remember, can your employees be honest even when you not remember? Even when those things are said and done. This history is for the history books. For number one, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to go do. Tomorrow we're going to get a library card. Tomorrow. Now we're going to take some time and we're going to do some things our way. We're not doing it no more of the schools and the Texas businesses way. We ain't doing it their way anymore. That's gonna get you in trouble. That's gonna get you in trouble. That's another 30 million pulling up at this gas station. That's gonna get you in trouble right there. That's gonna get you in trouble. I'm not out to argue with anybody when I got a lot of things to do. I got a lot of things to do, and I have a lot of time. People in Paris and London when they don't want to be as my team. Other people in LA that I talk to wanted to be on my team. People in UK. I want to tell Yellow Breezy, it is not about if I sold my soul. It's about the bond that I have with people. I have seen talent in UK, talent around the world in Iraq and Paris and everything. They say you, but I want to be on your team. I warning people. I have warned people when we talking about the fate of hip hop, where it's gonna be destroyed. Country, hip hop, gospel won't exist no more. With my strategies. But what we ain't gonna do, we ain't gonna, hey, you said something, that's on me, baby. I ain't taking no losses. But God told me to tell you, we ain't taking no losses. And give me my money. No, one thing, tomorrow I'm gonna give my mom, tonight I'm gonna go home, I'll probably schedule me a movie ticket and sit online and go watch me a movie by myself. Go enjoy that. One thing, I'm getting tired of being around women that don't know how to appreciate and want to be thirsty behind another nigga. I want to allow that in my circle no more. I want to allow that in my circle no more. You want to add a friend that talk down, that's cool, we not cool no more. As a female, you want to try to disarm me? Fuck all that, we done. And the only way she gonna come in, cause she thinks she got privilege. Cause she talking to her cousin and she got a baby by a cousin. No, baby, we separate that. We separate that. We separate that. My cousin is my cousin, and I love him, but that don't mean I have to be around you. I don't mind when I get older buying stuff for my cousin's son. I love him to death. There's no only little man been around, not my cousin Bobo. But I love him to death. That's family. My grandma told me a lot of things in New Orleans. When it comes with my auntie and the rest of my cousins. She had a talk with me about family and keeping it together. The same thing when my auntie Laura died. But some of these women think they can fuck your family and try to come between it. And that's the most crucial thing in the society point that drive or rages between it. I'm tired of it, you heard me? I'm tired of it. Hey, go ahead and disown. You know what we've been doing? That same Crystal, you know what we've been doing? We've been making new friends. They've been not talking. We've been making new friends. I don't care what they say, they not my friends. But we can work at it. We can work on it, that growing that bond together. We can work on it each day by growing that bond. Hold up, I saw something that I wasn't. Hold up right fast. And I want to tell Yellow Breezy, since you made that song, you got a motive, and them niggas down with you, bitch, I'm coming to get you. Bitch, you gonna be put to death. You ain't boosting them. I promise that. Hey, since Trump was watching, and Trump and them was watching, and he go to smiling. I bet you that bitch ass nigga in Houston coming from underneath that seat. And he coming in. I bet you they coming from underneath that seat. You ain't paying no judge, nigga. I bet you Houston gonna go to jail and get the death penalty. One thing, Joe Biden, I want you to go on TV when Joe Biden told me, give him time. So I want to tell them when Joe Biden was watching and Trump and them was watching, God say, tell Houston and tell them we're going to carry out that threat when you been put to death. Jay Prince, God say, when Joe Biden say, give him time, we are going to carry out that threat. I told Joe Biden, God said, I trust you when the time comes to put everybody involvement to death. That means Jay Prince and all of them. Big Tuck and all of them. Don't get a mayor no slack because they got a position. Don't get city on them and feel sorry for them when they should have listened. God say, whatever happens, Joe Biden, I trust you to get the job done and put Houston rappers, don't let the money get in the way of giving justice. I sat outside of Dallas. When I was in Dallas County, I sat by that window and I looked at that bridge, but I looked on the outside of that bridge and I say, can the state of Texas, I wanted to tell God, I say, God, can you reach out to Governor? I want you to create an electrocuting chair. You ever seen the Hot Boys? Let them burn, they sit. I want to put a chair. I put a chair right across each other building and put a chair right across the street from each other. An electrocuting chair in that building. And there's going to be 10 of y'all lined up. And y'all going to be right across from each other. I want y'all to die together. I want you to watch each other be put together in an electrocuting chair. I want y'all to look each other in the eyes while you be put to death by God for betraying him. For betraying him. I want Jay Prince to hear me. God want Jay Prince Jr. to hear me. I told Joe Biden, since they stick their nose in my business. And Jay Prince said, shh. Shh. You think Young Chopper came here for him? You see, they wanted to ask me out while they terrorized and me be racist towards me. And they all wanted to come up. Hip-hop in Dallas is racist. Yellow Breeze, hey, BT, it should say my name on there for supporting racism and hip-hop. You should get a nice, for affiliating with Yellow Breezy, for affiliating with Yellow Breezy. God don't care about your damn records. He care about truth. I told Birdman, I told the Justice Department, I told them that Birdman, they say they need that gangster shit. And need NBA boys to save hip-hop. God said, we gonna save hip-hop. God said, I'ma save hip-hop. I told him, I told the civil rights. I told the Justice Department what Birdman said. I'ma save hip hop by keeping it real. I'm keeping it real while the mayor and Trap Boy Freddy and Dallas and them lie. God is keeping it real while they lie. But they want to walk them and they say I'm not getting it. Black women want to walk around and say we not getting it. But God said, is we done? Is we done? Is we done? Have we finished our mission? Is we done? No, we still got much to do. God say, you ain't gonna argue amongst your brothers. I was watching a documentary in New York schools. And talking about schools and watching a documentary at a New York school and talking about things that are going on in New York. And stuff that's going on, but it talks about the mindset, but it talks about those things. But you gotta know when somebody leading you down the wrong way. You're not down for me. You got street money, you got club money. God said we trying to have arena money. You got money, and he got money in his hand that don't believe in God. They just want the dollar, but they don't believe in God. The people that gave you that money that don't believe. That don't believe. But let me go inside. Let me go to things, and we go get us some Little Caesars and call it a day. Yellow Breezy, we done with you. And then the mayor, I asked for the mayor, step down. But they care about his life more, and they don't want to make him step down and City Hall member. That lying to me and Miss West, and they lying and dishonesty. I don't like that. And the guy, I don't like that. When government officials have done wrong. I don't like that. And I asked for him to step down. The mayor said some racist things, and I told the city right, we not by giving him a thing, but that's not good enough for him. He needs to step down. Just like Andrew had to step down from New York, the mayor and city hall members need to step down. That's not good enough. He's a liar when 911 turned it and laughed at me and told me they couldn't help me. And then you want to get on the news again? Over and over. No balance needs to be given. Example, Dallas City Hall need to be made out an example. And everybody sitting in the parking lot watching. They need to be made out an example. People say they ain't gonna give it to you because you're scared. You know why God waiting? Because you lying ass niggas gonna try to take something that don't belong to you. And you think you have a privilege. God say, when these bitches getting around, God say, we will wait how long it need to wait. We will wait to how long it ever need to take. But our enemy can plan and plot And I told the Justice Department, you don't give them that chance, we must attack. We don't give them that chance. We don't give our enemy that lie. Boosie, Yellow Breezy, Trap Boy Freddy, and the rest of them, and Dallas and Carrollton and Garland. We don't give them that chance. And I'm going to tell them again, you giving them chances. We must strike. And they still driving by me. The streets still driving by me. So they want to do this? Street niggas still driving by me, right? So that's another 30 million. That's another 30 million. They want to listen to your lies and listen to behind you. That's another 30 million. They want to drive around and listen and scream out their cars. Let me go get me something to eat. Nigga ain't paying me a damn thing. They can say what they want to say with that lying ass shit. This is about Social Security, bitch. This is about Social Security. I don't care what you talking about. Nigga paying them. Shut your lying ass street niggas up. And that nigga that's lying with them. Niggas so caught up in their fiction, they don't know what to believe. They so caught up in their fiction. And they don't know what to believe. You got a fiction, right? You got a fiction. I can turn that fiction into you. You got a fiction, right? You have a fiction. People say, we ain't dumb. I know I ain't dumb, but God say, there's certain things we have to understand about the spirit. You have did things that you wasn't supposed to do. Rules were crossed for you and MO3 and Boosie. They want compassion, but they show no compassion. But God said, my enemy still want them. We stay away from my enemy. Don't care about them. If they don't stop you, the guy is screaming out the car, you're gonna get beat up. Oh shit. 972. Call. Damn, y'all out early. Alright. Why the number's not on here? They left out the business. Ain't this a bitch? How you gonna leave out something early? Y'all leaving out early, it's just 9 o'clock. Little Caesars. It's early. I guess we're gonna have to order Domino's, huh? It's early. You close too early. That's unprofessional. What type of person closes at 9 o'clock at night? Boy, they got some issues. They need to work something out. Right? I guess they just miss out, right? Now, what I'm gonna eat other than that? What we are going to eat? Now Domino's is way over there. And I don't know delivery options. But they not selling them. They close early. Domino's don't close till 11 o'clock. So Domino's are right up the street. And no sense to wait till I get home and do that. I love the Domino's have cheesy breadsticks. And those the two things that I like. And they real cheesy too. So you gotta understand, if Little Caesar cheesy bread is good, but Domino's got the most cheesy. Little Caesar, a Pizza Hut, they overcook their cheesy bread sometimes. So if you wanna get the best cheesy breads, I think Little Caesars and Domino's. If you looking for the cheesy breads, Mr. Jim's was a good topic at once. They was, but you don't hardly see a Mr. Jim's anymore with those things. You don't hardly see those things with those things. Now, if Domino's closing at a certain time, y'all got a problem. If Domino's closing at a certain time, we have a big problem. Hey, they don't want nothing to do with what? Stop listening to Yellow Breezy and them. Stop listening to them. Hold up. I really can order in when I get home. But I'm out here anyway. No sense to... I'm out here anyway, so either wait till you get home and do all of these things. God said, let whatever happens. Hey, the more lying that's going on in Dallas, the more lying shit that's going on, and they believe the mayor. Hey, we ain't gonna worry about it though. But they want the public to give them a second chance, for they can do it again. God said, you have broken my trust. But he said, oh, and he making himself look good, man. Go ahead with that shit. He gonna say he gave the trust of his people and his community and the people that vote. Shut your lying ass up when you win the election. I don't even trust the people that voted for you. They can be walking amongst me right now. They can be walking amongst me right now and got a fucking attitude. And I'ma tell him, I don't even trust the people that voted for your racist ass. And they could be the black and the white, they could be, and I'ma tell him that. I'ma tell that little racist motherfucker, him and his people, that he voted for. We gonna tell him that, right? So I'm gonna tell him that. Oh, when I tried, they probably voted for you too, right? On the train and the buses, right? Nobody don't want to work something out with a man like that, man. You tried to embarrass me with racism and tax to win the election. God don't respect you for that. God don't respect you for that. God don't respect Dallas and the mayor for that. He's a threat. And I told him, you're a threat to me. I'm going to tell you something. Do you think after John F. Kennedy got Martin Luther King out of jail, you don't think that police, that chief had a hit out on him? He had a part in John F. Kennedy's death? I want you to think of it. God said, I want you to think of it. And why the mayor is a threat. Why the mayor and city hall member is a threat. I want you to really think of the scenario. God wants you to really think about this. The same guy that put Martin Luther King out, and Martin Luther King's wife called John F. Kennedy, and the same guy that got mad, he had a part to do with the assassination of John F. Kennedy.